Some people got to have it. Yeah. Some people, I think they really need it. Oh, let me tell you now. Do things, do things, do things, bad things with it. Oh, yeah. For the love of money, people will lie, lie, they will cheat. People don't care who they hurt or be. For the love of money, a woman will sell her precious, a woman will sell her precious body for a small piece of paper. It carries a lot of weight. Oh, that me, oh, me, that mean green, almighty dollar, cash money. Nigga, let me tell you something. I can do this shit all damn day, girl. Don't think you're gonna bring your raggedy ass over here, girl, and call yourself, I read him, I read him for filth. I read him. Miss Thing, I can come back every day, girl. I ain't got no problem with it, Miss Thing. I've been reading Jay Wilson for 5 years, girl. I don't give a fuck. So we're going to discuss some of the things you had to say in, I guess, response to me on yesterday. Let's see what you had to say and what you choose to read. Hi, y'all. I'll come back in a minute.
Damn, Sharon. We lost her. We understood what she said. Well, at least she get the link. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you, Sister Chanel and Mother Regina.
Come on, Queen.
Y'all are vicious. That ain't Regina that pop Loretta.
Okay.
Richard, that is not Regina that pop
Here we
Loretta
go.
in the mouth. She works from home. Okay. Y'all are a mess.
Okay, girl.
Y'all, you know what?
Yes, Jesse, this will be a part 2.
Too much shit in that apartment. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, that's a fire hazard. For somebody his age, that's a fire hazard. Sir, if a fire break out, how you gonna get out of all that shit in the middle of the night?
Shit.
First of all, if a fire break out, all that shit gonna catch on fire because all that shit got all that oil and shit on it, oil paintings and shit and grease paintings. Sir, if that shit catch on fire up in there, oh my God, how the fuck are you gonna get out of there?
Come on, reader. Master reader.
Yeah, they talking about that's the lady that popped Loretta. That is not that lady. Well, she did have a daughter.
We'll get back to her. So you think, were you trying to read me? You said I live in a 400 square foot apartment. Thais, where do you live? The only difference between my apartment and your apartment is I live in a good neighborhood and you live in the slums. Ain't you down there around somewhere around Crenshaw, girl? The only difference, I'll say it again, and I mean it, between my apartment and your apartment, you live in the slums. You say you've been living there for over 10 years, correct? You've been on YouTube actively for 2 years, correct? So one would have to ask you now, where did you get the money to pay for this rent, which you say you're paying the full rent? Where did you get that from? Is this from your prostitution days? 450-pound man? Honey, you can barely walk up and down the track, girl. Now, how in the fuck were you paying your rent? Because you're trying to say, I had Section 8. Actually trying to drop a look like I'm embarrassed about that. I gave it up. I gave that Section 8 up. You're rich, right? Are you the same nigga who a few months ago packed your belongings, girl, packed the door like you were moving some goddamn where? You ain't moving out of that Section 8 apartment, nigga. You'd be a goddamn fool to do it, right? Because as I told you yesterday, your YouTube channel, it is unsustainable. People are not going to continue to give you money, girl. You're not worth nothing. You ain't worth shit, correct? But I think it's amazing that you would choose to come from my taste, or my style, my apartment, where I live, all this kind of shit, girl. Do you still have that goddamn blue clock on your wall? Nigga, you've been in that apartment for 10 years, and all you have on your wall is a blue clock that either you got it from the Goodwill or you got it from Ross. Either way, you didn't pay more than $9.99 for that cheap ass wall clock you have, correct? And you think that's how I'm supposed to live, Miss Thing? You could have chosen anything in the world to come for other than my furniture, right? But no, 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 no. It's all junk. All this. Let me see. Y'all don't believe me, honey. Watch this. Watch this. This nigga sitting up here on a futon and a TV, and he is the connoisseur of high style. Motherfucker, something else, girl. Hold on a minute, boy. We gotta talk to you some more.
Order. How the fuck you gonna get about that apartment with all that shit up in there? You got statues and caskets and shit, embalming. You got caskets and shit in there, embalming. You got Pharaoh's tomb in there. And
Miss Thing, worry about getting out of the apartment in a fire. You need to worry about how you gonna get your big ass out of that chair with no legs, nigga. Nigga, how you gonna get your big ass out in an emergency, girl? Right? Somebody said they saw you at a funeral, girl. They say when they saw you get up out of the chair to go and approach a casket, girl, they said they fell down on the floor. He said, I had no idea how big that nigga was. Girl, they don't know how big you are because you refuse to stand up. That's why people think you got no legs, girl. And if they are legs, then they're little bitty legs, girl, and they squished down with all that weight, all that tonnage you have to carry around, bitch. Correct? So you say, you came on with this video yesterday. You said, oh, I'm not going to read him. Oh, he's an old man. Oh, he's a decrepit old man. Oh, I would read him to filth. I'm going to read him to filth. I'm not going to do it, though. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be nice. Miss Thing, you can't do it, girl. That's why you come into ridiculous shit and telling me that not in my expensive furniture. She said I'm supposed to get my furniture from IKEA. Nigga, how dumb can you be, girl? How dumb can you be, Miss Thing? Miss Thing, of all the things in the world that I've ever struggled with in my entire life, I have never, not even for one day, questioned my ability to design a room. I've always been able to do it. It's been an amazing thing to me. Not only to me, girl, but to hundreds and hundreds of people, girl. They already say, oh my God, your apartment is so beautiful, girl. And I can take a shoebox, Miss Thing, like you live in. I can take a small shoebox, girl, and I can make it to something beautiful. So why would you go there of all places? Your fat ass sitting on that motherfucking futon with the goddamn back broke out the motherfucker. Didn't you just order another chair on yesterday, girl? What was it, 2 days ago, Miss Thing? You had to order another, you had busted out that goddamn gamer chair, girl. You busted it out. Now it's sitting over in the corner because you're too lazy to put the motherfucker together. Why? Because you got to bend down to put the goddamn thing together, girl. And you can't even do that, Miss Thing. And you have the nerve to kind of bring your sorry ass over here talking about you trying to read somebody. Bitch, please. We're going to talk about the money changers in a minute. The only time Jesus Christ, the only time we saw him strike out in anger. What was that sermon, TYESSE Jackson? Since you done plugged your ass into these church people to get their money, right? Tell us about that sermon, right? It's like you do more reading than preaching these days. Do you remember that sermon about how Jesus had to take a cat and nine tails and run you greedy, hungry bastards out of his father's house? You've turned church into a den of thieves. And that's what you've done online, girl. Isn't it essentially the same thing? Even though this is not a physical church, right? You have went to the church sector. You have pretended that you are some kind of man of God, or you have an interest in God. You ain't got no interest in God. You have an interest in getting their money. You are a modern day money changer. And that's all you are, girl. And right, what would be the attitude if the Christ people was there here now? Take my name off that bullshit, man. Right? It's just a forum for you to go and steal people's church music. You steal their music, you put it up on your channel. That takes up half the goddamn page, right? Right? That's stolen music. Correct? And then you go in there and pretend like you have some interest in the church. You ain't got no interest in the church. You got interest in church gossip, like your girlfriend William. All you motherfuckers doing the same goddamn thing. You just want to gossip about church people, correct? You want to run people away from anything spiritual because they say, well, goddamn, is that what is that what I'm signing up for? These people are not good people. These are not even decent people. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me take a moment and say hello. I'm being so rude. How y'all doing? Y'all say, oh, Timothy, you just got him yesterday. Why you come back? Well, I will always come back. I ain't got no problem with it, honey. I ain't got nothing else to do, girl. I'm retired. I'm retired, girl. I can sit back here and anytime I want to come up and read one of these bitches, I would do it. Correct? So every time they come back, try to come back for me and insult me, girl. She's trying to throw in, oh, I ain't gonna talk about prison. I ain't gonna talk about your prison rec. Come up hard, baby, but not a cool. I didn't make it, sugar. Playing by the rules. I come up hard, but that's okay, cause big old queens don't get in my way. Hey, I come up hard just like you, girl. I'm still waiting on your answer about how you were supposed to be paying all this. You paying market rate rent. Nigga, I lived in LA for 15 years. I know what the rent is there. I know what it is here, girl. And your fat ass is not out there paying no goddamn market rate rent, girl, in Los Angeles, Miss Thing, by selling your ass, by being a prostitute. So how did you get the money? Because you got it on Section 8, girl, and that's where you're still at. And that's why you're trying to be, you think you're rich now, right? Because these niggas then gave you this little bit of money. And now, oh, look at my bank accounts, the interest on my accounts and all this. You think you're rich now, right? But you're not rich enough to get out of that one-bedroom apartment, right? So you say I got a 400 square foot apartment. Really? I think I got a pretty decent sized apartment, girl. I got a whole bedroom, same size as this. Correct? But you say I have a 400 square foot apartment. Where do you live in? And where is it located, girl? Right? You're still in Section 8. All Section 8 means, girl, if you're going to pay a percentage of your income, your rent will never exceed 30% of your income. Of course, you lie about that. 30% of your income, girl. So they don't throw you off. They just raise your rent, correct? Depending on what they have reported, Miss Thing. Are you speaking to a fool here? It's not just me, girl. A lot of us understand your situation, Miss TYESSE Jackson. You ain't shit. I don't know why you are collecting money. There's nothing you can do with it. You can't find clothes to fit your fat, funky ass. Correct? You can't find clothes. All you can do, girl, is go back and forth to hotel rooms where you pay prostitutes. Why do you pay prostitutes? Because you're familiar with prostitution, because that's what you were for most of your life. Now, pitiful prostitute, yes. But nevertheless, that's the only money you got, girl. And that's why you beg so easily, right? You're one of them niggas, you're bringing out, can I get a new t-shirt? Oh, can I get some socks? Can I get, oh, maybe we can go to dinner. Oh, can I get a pack of cigarettes? You're that kind of prostitute, girl. Little $10, $20 kind of queen. Correct? Don't try to think you can come for me, boy. You don't want this. I'm telling you, you don't want it. Girl, she went on, honey. She went and had herself. See, she called herself not trying to come back earlier on because I'd knock her head off. Towards the end, she can't help herself because she's a queen. She's a drag queen, girl. No offense, trans girls. You're not laughing. What was the fake laugh?
How the fuck is you gonna get about that apartment?
How you gonna get out of that chair?
You got Mahalia Jackson. You got Mahalia Jackson urn, Martin Luther King picture. Yeah. So that's too much shit in that apartment. I said I was gonna do this, y'all. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't.
Wait. Okay, you weren't gonna do it? Okay. Let's talk about decorating, interior design, and all that kind of stuff, right? In anybody's apartment, they have a couch. They have a table in front of their couch. Correct? They have a dining room table. This is standard in everybody's house. I just do it so much better, honey. Nobody does it better. Miss Thing, even with a piece of shit like you, girl, I'm sure you have some place to eat. You don't have a bookcase to put your books in, girl? Where's all this stuff? Miss Thing, because I'm an interior designer, girl, I don't sweat little urchins like you who sit on that. I can see that futon in my mind's eye right now, girl. Sloop. How can it not sloop, Miss Thing? You 400-something pounds. What are you going to do about your weight, girl? What are you going to do about it? You got all this time to sit up here and talk about people and collect their money. What are you doing with the money? You can't even go out and look for a piece of real estate, girl. You can't get your big ass up to do any goddamn thing, right? Only time you ever get your fat, funky ass up is to go to the goddamn door to get more DoorDash. DoorDash every goddamn day. Everything's about what you gonna eat. I'm gonna go eat. I'm just look at me eating good. I'm eating good. Miss Thing, some people don't consider that eating good when you're 450 pounds, girl. They say you're killing yourself. What are you doing? How y'all doing today? No, we ain't chasing no clout shit. Nigga talk shit about me. I'm talking shit about him. Now hold on a minute.
Baby, when I tell you that kitchen, that kitchen is the size of my service porch. I have a service porch where my hot water tank is to my where my washer and dryer would be, but I never bought one. I just never, okay.
You bragging about a washer and dryer that you never bought? That's where my washer and dryer would be. I just never bought one. You said you live in an apartment for 10 years, girl. When are you going to buy the washer and dryer, rich man? You say you got all this money. I'm rich. When you going to buy a washer and dryer? Why would you be sitting your fat, stinking, funky ass over there, girl, and you don't have a washer and dryer, and you have a washer and dryer hookup, girl, right? Only thing you ever bought was a chair because you broke the other one, Miss Thing. That goddamn cheap ass blue clock way up on the goddamn ceiling, some goddamn where, girl. Oh, look at my style. Look at my. She told me I'm supposed to be shopping at goddamn IKEA. That tells you where she's from.
That kitchen is the size of my service porch.
Is it? So is it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You have a service porch, you say? Okay. And my kitchen is standard size. When you come into the door, the plumbing in an apartment building, or most apartments, is on the aisle, right? Where the aisle goes past, that's where your plumbing is behind it. So generally speaking, whether they have created a foyer or not, your kitchen is in the beginning, right? I can't imagine you got this fortress ass kitchen, but I'll tell you this, stupid ass nigga. You say I'm so broke and I'm all this kind of stuff. Didn't I just buy a whole new kitchen in a rental apartment? Wasn't I able to do that, girl? You can still see I got a new stainless refrigerator, new stainless stove, new everything is new. Everything is updated. Everything is right. And everything about yours is wrong, girl. That's why you try to pretend you were moving some goddamn way. You're so delusional because you never had no money in your pocket, girl. And you don't even know what to do with it. All you can do is eat. What's that sound? Oh, wait a minute. I think that's my DoorDash. Girl, another meal? How y'all doing? What's going on, Ambrosia? Ambrosia and Jesse, how you doing? Oh, I ain't got no problem finishing the whole off. Honey, like I told you, I could do this every single day. He said, oh, I ain't gonna be yo Jay Wilson. I ain't gonna be yo Jay Wilson. Nigga, you'll be whoever the fuck I decide you were gonna be in my life, girl. If I want to read you every single day, girl, for the rest of your goddamn life, that's what I'll do, Miss Thing. Okay? I ain't gonna be yo Jay Wilson. What's so different about you, girl? How did I start this thing off? Oh, Christ and the money changers. The only time they wanted to show us his anger was you people who have made church religion. You've turned it, you're just trying to turn a profit from it. You're basically the same thing as selling chickens in your father's house, girl. Right? If you want to talk about God, our Savior, the Holy Spirit, which dwells on the inside, girl, talk about that, Miss Thing. Why is it always got to be interspersed with you giving people giving you money? You just here for the money, nigga. You are a money changer. All right, I got to do this because I'm not gonna make it through this. She gonna keep saying the same old bullshit, right? Hold on, man. Let me skip past this. Her talking about my apartment is so stupid and ridiculous. I live in a 1-bedroom. You live in a 1-bedroom. Correct? Any apartment made in the last 20 years, 20, 30 years, girl, they just square boxes. That's all it is, Miss Thing. Ain't nothing special about that bullshit you live in, girl. And I don't give a goddamn you buy another blue vase. Oh, you gonna buy a vase. You gonna buy a vase. Miss Thing, I collect, girl. You're too stupid to collect any goddamn thing, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Do I got to pull receipts to show you, girl, that I'm not out there just buying junk at the goddamn Goodwill like you? Right? So why would you go there, girl? Because you had nowhere else to go, Miss Thing. You see, saying that you're this master reader. You're gonna let me have it and all that. Oh, I could toast him. I could, nigga. People, I'm sure the people are saying, "But girl, toast on, bitch." I think I have to go towards. Let me go towards the front. She talks for a whole hour. Hold on. Hold on a minute. She's scared to even put my name in the title, girl. All my pictures. He put that ugly picture of me on the thumbnail. He put that ugly picture. Miss Thing, I didn't put no ugly picture of you, bitch. I put a picture of you.
Right. But for him to be sitting up there red in the face and like he about to pass out, sir, that's a lot. That's a lot based on a lie that you was not mentioned in over somebody's subscribers supporting their channel. That's a lot. That's a lot of energy. So that means you went to bed and you slept on this and got up and you couldn't even start your day. I'm not gonna give him that satisfaction. And then you want to put an unflattering picture up of me as your thumbnail, which is really, really like.
Wait a minute. Why you put unflattering in front of it, girl? Why'd you just say I put a picture of you? Because all I did was go to Google, girl, and say pictures of TYESSE Jackson. And what do I see? That's you. It ain't no unflattering picture of you. Nobody's got horns on your head. Nobody's made you look like Jabba the Hutt. I ain't do a goddamn thing to it. I just post a picture of you, bitch. You don't like it, take it down, nigga, because it is you. That's what you look like. Right? Granted, you are delusional, so you don't even accept what you actually look like. But that ain't nothing altered about that, girl. That's you. And you look worse because you're older now. You're getting older and you're getting darker and you're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Girl, Ozempic, you know. Girl, you were sitting there trying to drop a lug about my health condition, bitch. Don't you have diabetes, girl? Does you have diabetes? All you got to do is tell your doctor, I can't do this anymore. It hurts my knees so bad just to come up the 6 steps. Can you do anything for me? They will prescribe it for you, girl. They will prescribe Ozempic for you. There's no reason you walk around being that big. Miss Thing, they have miracle drugs now, Ozempic, Wegovy, several other them, girl. You qualify and you need it, Miss Thing. You talking about I ain't gonna be long from this world. I'm a crusty old man, all that kind of shit, Miss Thing. Girl, look at how big you are. How much life do you think you have in you? You not only are you diabetic, girl, but you're huge, Miss Thing. I'm gonna live longer than you are. More than likely, I will live longer than you will, girl. And I got 20-some years on you already. Correct? Are you going to make it to 63, 64, 65 years old, girl? Carrying all that shit around because you refuse to stop eating? The only reason you're not on Ozempic now or Wegovy or whatever the fuck they prescribe for you is because you don't want to stop eating. You don't want to give up that appetite, girl. You over here talking about who likes bacon and all this kind of shit. I said, does he have the nerve to talk about somebody's eating habits? You can't even finish out a goddamn video without that goddamn doorbell going off, girl. That doorbell, and it's always the same thing. It's more food. There's more shit to push in your face, girl. Right? When you're not eating, you're going and paying men to have sex with you. What do they do with you? I mean, I'm just asking. What do they, back in the day, all I would have for you, girl, I just rob you. I'm sorry. You couldn't chase me. There's no way you could catch me, right? I would just rob you. So I'm sure you experienced that quite a bit in your little 1-bedroom apartment, girl, that you bragging about like it's a Taj Mahal or some kind of shit, girl. No, them niggas came in there and robbed your punk ass. And that's why you're scared to take them back to your apartment. You'll never take them back to your apartment again, right? Because you have been either tied up, that'd be a lot of rope. You've been robbed, you've been beat up, girl, right? And so now every time you want to have somebody to have, I guess you could call that sex. I can't imagine what you would actually do, but it's got to be at a hotel. Nobody else, girl, is getting hotel rooms down the street from where they live. It doesn't even make, I've never even heard of it. Ozempic, You know. Yeah, he thought he got, and he kept on saying over and over again, I'm not going to read him. Oh, I could tear him up. Oh, he'd be an easy read. He'd be really? Thais, I don't think there's anybody who is an easier read than you in this moment, right? First of all, it's because of how you look. And you know it's going to end up being about how you look. That's why you're always saying, oh, the hell's Reed. Oh, you're doing fifth. This thing, you know, one of my high moments. There are only a few videos on here that I've watched over and over and over again. There was one, it was on Conscious TV's channel. I believe that girl's name was Rumors and Tea. Rumors and Tea, people. I recommended you go and see that on Conscious TV. This was a couple, 2-3 months ago. Anyway, girl, she laid your ass out so bad that you were begging her, leave me alone. Stop it, leave me alone. Ah! All this so crazy. Girl, she read the shit out of you. Right, Thais Jackson? But you think that you are the master reader, girl. It's easy to read you, right? Just when I think of the ankles, I could start with the ankles, girl. What the fuck are you trying to do a health read on somebody, girl? Nigga, I'm already, I'm HIV, Miss Thing, and have been, girl, for something like 35 years, girl. Are you going to make it another 35 years? You're not going to make it 35 years if you don't stop eating. Damn. Oh, they doing that old Ozempic stuff. They doing all that old, girl, if anybody on here, I told you yesterday, I'm telling you again, if there's anybody on here who needs to be doing Ozempic or one of the others, girl, it is you. Your life's in danger, girl. Oh, I don't do drugs. I didn't do drugs. Bitch, you should have. Maybe crack would have helped your ass, girl.
Like, it shows your true intentions and your true heart, right? So you want to put up a unflattering picture of me, sir? Let me say this.
What?
I could give you the same treatment that Jay Wilson and many others have gave you.
Wait a minute. You know, wait a minute. You know I ain't passing that up. What? Girl, what treatment did Jay Wilson give me, girl? You said I could give you the treatment that Jay Wilson gave you. Oh, he read you, girl. Oh, he read you. Mistake. I have been whooping on that boy for years, girl. He is scared to peek his head out. He's his head out, girl. But every time he peek his head out, I'm gonna knock it out. I'm gonna knock it off, right? And that's what is that what you're threatening me with? You gonna read me like Jay Wilson read me? Oh, he put that work in. He put that work. Ooh. He said. He said Social Security. Oh, he said Social Security.
End of the day, nobody, like, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, people know him like that, but you're not a. Oh, I don't know how to say this without being shady. Okay. I don't know how to say this without being shady.
I'm gonna say it,
how can I say this? I know y'all gonna say, mother, just say it. Okay.
Girl, you can't think of nothing to say, bitch.
Sir, you're not a.
What?
You're not a Oh, what's the word I'm looking for?
Girl, you can't find the word.
You're not, like, on the grand scheme of things. You're not a content creator that is.
Nigga, that's Larry Reed. Larry Reed say ain't nobody else on here is a content creator. We're just we're video uploaders, right? So he tries to come pull that out of Larry Reed's mouth, and he's gonna turn it in like it's something that he done made up, girl. What the fuck? What do you think a content creator is, girl? You click the goddamn thing on, you start talking, people came and watch you. That was your content. That's it, girl. And you niggas ain't doing nothing no more different than that in this thing. Maybe in your mind, you think you're clever and you're smart and I don't think you're particularly funny at all, girl. It's just an average intelligence, Miss Thing. Oh, they not content creators. They're not, that don't make no sense because it's not hers, right? She stole that from Larry Reed. Just like she steals these people's music when she starts a channel. All these hardworking gospel singers
is in the mainstream of this sector right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like people know King Giles, people know Conscious TV, you know, people know these channels, real, you know, they're talked about.
They're talking about amongst who? Oh God damn it. I don't know if it's hit my radio here.
Take care of yourself, do that. I'm not gonna do the Section 8 SSI and all this shit.
Why wouldn't you?
Because everybody needs a leg up or a hand up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the girls that are doing the absolute most.
Mm-hmm.
It's the girls that are doing the absolute most that can be read from today to next week. Mm-hmm. That should be going somewhere sitting down.
What it be read about?
Mm-hmm.
What's it gonna be read about, Miss Ty? Wait a minute, girl. You done spent your whole life on services, girl. Your entire goddamn life. You really believe that I have some kind of shame, girl, because I'm now 60-something years old and I get Social Security? That's all it is. It's Social Security, bitch. Like everybody else on here gonna be getting Social Security at some point in this thing. I don't know about the way Jay Reason read you. Oh, that way. And then you say, because you can't avoid the truth that your ass has been your whole life on services, girl. You talking about I surrendered my Social Security. I surrendered. I went down to the office. I told them I no longer want to pay $300. I want to pay the whole $3,000. I want to pay the whole $3,000. With your tight ass, your money loving ass, girl, you a goddamn lie, nigga. If you off of it because they caught you and threw you off of it because you're doing some kind of scam, bitch, because of your love of money. Some people take a break. Trying to do the age read, honey. You make it to my age, nigga. Let me see you make it to 66, motherfucker. Fat ass. What is he? Is he even 40 years old? Carrying around all that goddamn weight. And then gonna come on here with these stupid ass stories about how you are a prostitute. How the fuck you gonna be somebody's prostitute? You couldn't even get into a medium-sized car, girl. Right? I guess all the other girls sit down. No, let TYESSE get this one. Let TYESSE get this one. And she wobble over to the car. How much? Hey, I get 50. I got $5. Or get off my car. And you go do it, girl, because that's the only income you had, Miss Thing. Right? You want to explain to us then where you getting all this money from, Miss Thing? You supposed to be a prostitute, girl. We looking at you. You're an ugly man to begin with, girl. And I can only imagine when you put a purple wig on your head, Miss Thing, and some eyelashes, girl, that ain't going to improve the situation. It's going to make you look more ridiculous, girl. So how in the fuck are you turning tricks? You're a gutter snipe. Admit it. You're a gutter snipe. You never had nothing. You was born poor. You was born in a trailer. Jay Wilson read me, girl, please. He's an old man. He got so many health issues. He got so many. I think I'm living pretty good, bitch. Blessed. Blessed and highly favored.
I think so. I think they are. Miss JKO, they're trying to get me over in the B sector because listen, you know, I don't mind getting in the ring. I don't.
How you get in there? They have to put a hoist to get your ass in the ring, girl.
Hold on a second, Tosma. Let me switch over here.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on.
Stop delaying because you ain't got nothing to say, girl. You ain't got the ability to read me, bitch. Come on. I got to skip. Y'all know this phone is only a month old, right? Why am I getting round circles? We'll come back to that. Hi, Ashley. Ambrosia. Since she couldn't figure out nothing to say about me, girl. She couldn't say anything, so she ended up on the apartment. You got too much stuff in your apartment.
That picture that he posted, that still from I was, oh my God, I was very sick, and I didn't even know how sick I was.
What are
and
you
it
looking
wasn't
for?
until I
Sympathy?
went to the hospital and found out what was going on.
Oh, nigga, you look the
So
same
to
as you do now.
That,
mm-hmm.
with what you've been through in your life and your illnesses,
my
to
illnesses.
Do that, it shows your heart, sir. It does.
It what? My illnesses?
I get on here, I read, and I lay out with the best of them. But there are lines that I don't cross.
You just crossed it.
There are lines that I don't cross.
You just crossed it.
And if I cross them, I am man, woman
you ain't,
enough.
Miss Thing, you thing enough. You're not woman or man. You're thing enough. Correct? Miss Thing, would I be writing book? I gotta pull them out again. Would I be writing books about various health issues? I don't have a problem with that, girl. These are my reclining years, Miss Thing. I'm not trying to impress not an every bitch, Miss Thing. If I have diabetes, I ain't got no problem talking about it, girl. If I have HIV, I got no problem talking about it. I can write books about it, girl. Right? I don't have all these secrets like you stupid motherfuckers have, girl. So why do you think, oh, with all your health reasons you got, Miss Thing, that means I'm a blessing. Blessed and highly favored. I'm a miracle, nigga. I'm a miracle, girl. You niggas don't even know what hard living is, see? Because when you was on the steps at the New Pacific Hotel in San Francisco, girl, you were on the steps begging. That's what they did on the steps, Miss Thing. No, I'm that nigga that came through there, girl. I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your doctor when you want some coke, got some weed. You know me? I'm your friend. I'm the one that's stepping around your punk ass bitch, and you was asking me for a couple of dollars, girl. I'm the one you were out on the steps begging, Miss Thing. Can you help me with my rent tonight? Can you help me pay for my rent? I had to do it many times, girl. Right? I'm just saying. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. I don't have no problem. I ain't got to brag about shit. I'm just telling you the truth. Correct? I know you, girl. I know where you come from. I know poor ass prostitutes, girl. People who couldn't get, most hoes is getting $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, girl. A lick. What you out there for? $5, $10. Give me a nickel. Give me a dime. I got to cool down this thirst of mine. Right? Right? You got your ass out there and you're not even on drugs. You had to ask, why is this nigga out here, girl, this big fat ass motherfucking black bitch? Why has she got her ass? She's not on drugs. Most of the ones I ever met were on dope. That's why they did it, honey. Right? But not you, girl. A natural beggar. Street urchin. Go try to read somebody, girl. Niggas kill me, honey. Let me hear some more. I can't do it no better than they can do it, honey.
To say I went too far. You know?
You just brought up my health. You brought up my living conditions.
I'm just saying.
You brought up my furniture. So what are you holding back exactly?
If I go too far, I will come on here and say I went too far.
Okay, what? Explain to us what too far is.
That was a really bad time for me.
Girl, you said everything there is to be said, girl.
That's back when I was first starting out on YouTube, and I was very, very sick at that time. But it's okay. It's all right. It's
Miss Thing, why are you trying to make excuses for why you were so fat and ugly, out of shape, girl? Right? Oh, I was going through a very hard time when he made that picture. That just shows us how affected you are, girl, how insecure you are, how stupid you are, Miss Thing. Right? Oh, I was going through a tough period. That was a bad time when I was... Girl, it wasn't shit. There was a picture of you somebody took. If they took it today, it wouldn't be no different, girl. You think because you trim your mustache a little better that makes you look different? It doesn't. You're going to have to do something about your excessive weight, girl. There's no way around it. There's nothing else ain't nothing you can do about it. There's nothing else you can do about it, girl. You got to take it off, baby. You got to roll your big ass up out of that chair, the new chair, before you break it, girl, and go take your ass to the gym. You need to take your ass to the doctor. You really need to shoot that shit in your stomach, Miss Thing. You got to get to the point where, girl, by any means necessary, I am not going to surrender my life at 50. Instead of ordering DoorDash. And then you're dumb enough to come here bragging about what the fuck you just devoured. Nothing more sad than watching a fat person eat. Ooh, he did eat reads. Ooh, he did eat reads.
It's all right. Because I know for a fact that type of shit, that type of energy will come.
Why is this? Oh, come on, girl.
You.
Okay,
You
I can
increase your membership amount. I went up to $6, and I didn't have anybody that left.
More about money, girl.
So
$1. Why do you need one more dollar,
I may
girl?
go up a little bit more, Carrie. I may in 2025 we may do $7 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They were so upset about that stuff. Oh my God, they was upset about the $700, $1,000. We did $500.
Why do we know about it?
Week, and that man was hot. The old man.
Mm-hmm.
That old man in the 400 square foot apartment, he was steaming this morning.
400 square foot apartment.
I hate that. I hate it. I'm like, sir, how do you hate what I'm receiving from my
money changers,
subscribers?
Money changer.
Have you tried going out and coming back in? I don't know what's going on with Anthony. I don't know. My YouTube app keep crashing. Okay, well, baby, you need to
Okay, Tyesse Jackson. Now you obviously you don't understand the offense when you're constantly showing people how much money people are giving you. You're bragging to the people who gave you the money, right? But you don't understand that begging is offensive.
Okay,
I don't think you understand that.
I'm going back and forth between
because you've been so piss poor your whole life.
I'm sorry.
Everything out there on Hollywood Boulevard, girl. You've always been begging.
Do y'all forgive me? Do y'all forgive me today for all of the going back and forth between devices? Do you forgive Arch? Do you forgive the Arch?
Come on, bitch.
Unsubscribe. If you knew him before you knew me, do what's best for you.
Now he's trying to get, he's telling these people who he thinks I care about to unsubscribe from my channel. Oh, if you knew him before and you feel like you want to unsubscribe, go. Now, who else is on here, girl, inviting people to go over there and unsubscribe? Nigga, they unsubscribe and subscribe every day. Some unsubscribe, some more subscribe, girl. My number's been the same for years, girl. It ain't no big deal, Miss Thing, but you're going to act like you are really hurting me. Oh, Thai Squad. Oh, Thai. He's constantly addressing them as Thai Squad. What about the rest of the goddamn internet, girl? Right? You done fooled these goddamn people. You done made them all moderators, girl. You only made them moderators to hold them in, girl, so they can be so you can keep in their pockets, girl. Damn. Have you no mercy, no sympathy? You don't care about nothing but getting their money. You talk about money from the very first time you get on there, girl, and they no matter what they give you, 8888888888. Where'd you get that from? Isn't that what Larry Reed was doing last year, girl? Right? 888. Oh, you want to do 888? You could do it. Oh, Mother Joan. Did he kill off that woman? What's he call her? Mother Mabel or some damn body? Run the aisle. He taking collections like he's in the church. So you are a money changer then in God's church. A church is not a building. It's a building not made by hands. Right? Mr. Jeff, run the aisle like he done preached some great sermon. You've done shit. You've done the same thing we did here. I don't know where they're getting this shit about how talented they are. They don't have the talent. Now Larry Reed talking about how they not content creators. They not content creators. They just upload videos. That's how he really feels too. Because I think I read him about 4 years ago, girl, about the very same things. I'm all about the beef sector. Yet you know everything that goes on in the goddamn beef sector. Because you ain't never been a messy queen your own goddamn self. It took you a while to see the snake. Yeah, it always takes me a while. I give them a chance until I see who they are, honey. And when someone shows you, he really thinks he got it going on, honey. That's why niggas have never had nothing. People who are poor and shit, they ain't never got a paycheck from anywhere, girl. They're poor and they're pitiful. Soon as they get a couple of dollars, they feel like they're rich. They nigger rich, right? We used to see it all up and down Hollywood Boulevard, girl. Poor ass people sleeping in boxes and shit. Then the first comes, girl, and they used to give them what they call GA, Miss Thing, and they got $200 a month, Miss Thing, and then their Big Daddy, they go buy them. First thing they go buy is a big old cigar, girl. Big old cigar, that Big Daddy right now. It's just nigger rich, Miss Thing. It don't mean shit, girl. This shit ain't gonna last you. The way you eat, you go through that money in no time. As soon as these people get hip to your ass and throws you away, like they've done dozens of others on here, girl. As soon as you'll go through that money in a couple months, girl. Why? Because all you want to do is eat, and your dick bill is so high. How much is a room at the Marriott? Why would you get a room at the Marriott down the street from where you live? Correct. So you gonna pay the Marriott hotel $200, correct? But I guess it takes one day. I guess you get all the phone numbers you can get offline, girl. Come on over. Okay. So each one of these boys, what are they getting? That's 200 plus at least 100 each boy, right? Some of them are smart enough to know they can get more than that. And when they see the size of you, they will charge you more. They will definitely charge you more. If I'm going to go there, I need more than $100, right? You got to go through all that just to have a sex life. And then you want to come here and brag about it. Oh, there was one over here last night. It served me good. He served me a good piece. Girl, we sitting here looking at it. Look at this motherfucker here, honey. What did he do? Whatever. Hi, Wilhelmina. Back down memory lane. I back down memory lane. You always at home. When is the last time you went on vacation? We want to see you live on the island. That ain't my thing, baby. Some of these people got to go. It just depends on what you like. Now, Sean Bradley, they love to travel. They enjoy that. Frankly, there are days when we get enough money on YouTube even to travel right then. It ain't that. It ain't all that, girl. To get on a plane and stay, spend a couple $100, go somewhere for a couple of days. But I just have no interest in it. I just don't want to travel. I don't like it. I don't like sitting on planes. I don't like sitting on, but I really don't like sitting in cars for a long time. Because I've lived in San Francisco for 33 years, something like that. I've just gotten so far away from driving in cars. So now I'm just too restless. And I have no desire to go anyplace else. I mean, I lived in LA 15 years, girl. It's right down the street. I don't even go there. So no, that's not my thing. If I got, but I'll tell you the truth. Recently, last year, I came into some money. I came into a few thousand. I think it was $8,500. So over $8,000, right? I could have went anywhere I wanted to go. I could go to New York City if I want to. I could do anything I want to do, right? I could have bought a car. $8,500. I could have bought a car, especially if I put something with it, right? You know what I bought? Where is it? That statue. I bought statue. That went over there because that's what I like. You have to understand what your values are, honey. I bought nothing but was it 3 statues? And I ain't look back, girl. That's what I like because it's something I'm gonna look at for the next 10 years, right? But some people love traveling. I got friends that travel constantly, right? Every time they get a little vacation, they go and travel somewhere. Tim, your one room is bigger than his whole place. I can understand that, Sean. How's he gonna come from my apartment of all things? Because she can't think of nothing else to come for, girl. That's all that is, honey. Well, I'm supposed to. So what do I trade my antique for? I have some real antiques in here. Do I trade them for IKEA couches for $300? I mean, I don't understand. Right? And then when you look and see where he lived with that tacky ass blue clock on the wall, girl, that's the ones that kill me. The ones who don't know nothing. They have no taste, none at all. They don't just like that goddamn Jay Wilson, girl. They ain't got no taste or class at all. But they always want to talk about somebody else's shit. I don't need no validation from you punks, girl. I know you're an urchin. And TYESSE, you are especially an urchin. I know right where you come from, girl. Right where you come from. You were my customers. You say you didn't do drugs, but still most did. It's the same group. The same crowd, girl. I know where Divas is. I was a regular customer in there, girl. My people's in there. I know what you are. I know about you waking up in the morning, girl. Don't even got enough money for donuts. You've been out there all night. Come on. TYESSE. Leaning up against the wall, 4:30 in the morning. Can't pick, ain't turned the trick all night. Young ones just coming in and out of cars. You leaning up against the wall, girl. Right? And your shoes are running over to the left. Your shoes are running over to the left, girl. People walking around you, girl, pray for the shoes, girl. I'm just saying. I don't know why you even picked that as your career, but maybe that explains why you feel like you Big Daddy now. It ain't gonna work, baby. It ain't working. You might get another year out of it. We'll see. Dragging to the white meat, Elaine. How you doing, Elaine? Merry Christmas. It's the season, baby. Jabba the Hutt can't even bend down, girl. Why? Do y'all know why they keep saying he ain't got no legs? I think that's the funny thing I ever heard of, that I said, well, wait a minute. We ain't never seen him stand up. I think what has happened is he can barely walk. Maybe he can walk if he holds on to things. He can get around, but he can barely walk. He couldn't walk a whole block, right? So that's why they say he ain't got no legs. So I don't know if he has legs or not, child. He looked like Jabba the Hutt. I don't think Jabba the Hutt had any legs. He was just a big globagoo, correct? And TYESSE, I'm sorry to say, I had to say this. Your body type, it is that of Jabba the Hutt. Remember that big old globagoo? That's where you shape, girl. It's like it's your head's here, and then it shoots immediately from under your chin. It doesn't stop at the neck because you don't have a neck. It stops at that, and then it just. And you want to sit back and try to read somebody, girl. I don't even know what you want money for. Tell you the truth. What you gonna do with it? You gonna go shopping? If you shop for your house, you wouldn't know what to buy, right? Except that little blue clock, girl, $9.99. Or if you got it at the Goodwill, $1.99, girl. That's about all you could do, Miss Thing, because you wouldn't even know what to do if you had the money to do it. You just said you had a back porch, girl, that is suited for washer and dryer. You get your fat ass. You know it's troublesome for you to try to go to the laundromat, girl, but yet you still didn't buy the washer and dryer. So what are you doing with the money, Miss Thing? You're not giving it all to them niggas on Crenshaw. What's going on, St. James? St. James says, your place looked great. I was there, Uncle Tim. Love remodeled kitchen as well. Oh, thank you. I've never struggled in that way, honey. I've always been a decorator, girl. So I ain't thinking about these bums. And he is a bum. I believe that he sleeps on one of them goddamn, his living room furniture is a futon. You know the thing, but it's the futon has got like wood slats in it. This is usually for students. He talking about shopping at IKEA. This shit is made for students. They keep it for a couple of years, and that kind of furniture, you don't move that kind of furniture, right? When you leave, you just leave it there and go on to your next phase in life, correct? But him being so big, girl, he's got to take them cement blocks and put it underneath the futon to support the futon so the bottom won't fall out of it, correct? It was this week, was it this week or the end of last week, girl? She had to order another chair because her fat ass done broke through the chair, girl. Imagine a life like that where you can't even trust where you sit down. Miss Thing, when you buy furniture, you're supposed to check and see what is the weight capacity. It makes no sense of you buying a chair if the weight capacity is only 350 pounds, because you haven't seen that since high school. Girl. TYESSE does witchcraft. I don't know what the hell they doing over there, child. But how can you call yourself a church? What you got to do with church? Church to go over there and get them people's money, because black people, they go to church, honey. So he goes over there and pretends he's so involved in the church, but he's actually what Christ called a money changer. That's the only reason he's here. No matter what he says out of his mouth, he's only here to get your money. And these foolish ass people, yeah, TYESSE, you tell them, TYESSE, they don't understand the love you have for God. They don't understand the love you have. Girl, he ain't got the love for shit. He recognizes a weak spot, which is the church. That's why them shyster, charlatan preachers get on the stage and y'all give them all your money every week, all the money. And I suggested to these people yesterday, I said, listen, people, do yourself a favor. Black people, listen to me. Go to your Cash App and put in that person's name and see how much money you've given him. See how much money you've given him per week since he got his begging ass on here, girl. And then so see how much it is a week. It's going to be over $200-300 a week, right? And then when you add that for 4.5 weeks, there's 4.5 weeks in a month, correct? Right? So you okay? So I gave him 300. Oh my God, I paid him more than I paid my mortgage. And you know what? He's gonna come back and get some more. You see, they're not new people. These people are on my telephone. I get these robocalls and these people. This is what Manasseh got in trouble for. They get and they call these old people, right? And what they're doing is that's why they use the church so much. They hooking into these old people who are, they don't have any, their mind, they have dementia. You don't know what the hell they got. But they hook into those people, the givers, and then they pitch to the givers, right? They always pitch to the givers, but it's the same people, right? So if you just got an old lady for $1,000 in 1 month, she's not paying attention because she can't even remember what she gave you, really. But you take advantage. That's why Manasseh got in so much trouble. Take advantage of people. But what she doesn't realize is that if you calculate what I gave him this week, and this week, okay. So I've given him $2,000 this month. My mortgage is $900, right? I done gave him twice what my mortgage is. And do you know what TYESSE Jackson does? He comes back for more. He thinks nobody should be offended at that. You come back and beg them for more. It's the same people, honey, right? Do these women's husbands know that they are sitting up here giving you $2,000 a month? And the nigga is not so ungrateful. Usually he threatens to fire them if they don't give nothing, right? Why are you here? You only here to give me money. It never occurred to me that's why I was here. Nigga, I don't know why you're so different than all the rest of the thousands of people on here, girl. Oh, they ain't got talent. He got that right out of Larry Reed's ass. Correct? She don't even come up with her own shit. What's going on, verbal assassin? How you doing? Deanna Irvin's here, people. Y'all say hello, Deanna. He is diabetic. There's no reason in the world why he can't get a goddamn Ozempic. Do something about yourself, boy. Right? If anybody on here should be on it, it should be you. You are so scared of giving up them goddamn pork chops. All that gravy and shit, girl. You every time you come on here, the doorbell goes off. Oh, I think that's him. I think that's him, right? Why don't you get your big, fat, funky ass up, girl, and go and buy some groceries and make something healthy every once in a while, girl, instead of piling all this shit in your mouth. That's all you're doing with the money is eating it up. Eat. How you doing, brother Darius? At least shop at Macy's. That child, she goes right to the Goodwill, honey. I can't see a goddamn thing in that house, girl, worth anything, nothing, including that blue clock. She done. They made them those chairs that everybody's using now for gaming chairs, whatever that little style they have. They ain't been around but 3 or 4 years, girl. She already broke the back out that motherfucker, girl, and she had to buy new furniture. Right? She don't even know what furniture is. How you gonna, nigga? These chairs, Chesterfield, it's been around for 1,000 years, girl. 1,000 years, Miss Thing. So how are you going to tell me, no, you're supposed to buy it from a.k.a. You're supposed to buy it. How's it not classic years? It's been around 1,000 years, girl. Right? You resent people collecting things? Why don't you collect something? What are you doing with this money? You go, hopefully you're not giving all this money to them boys out there. Right? We already know that that's the only reason you're renting hotel rooms, because they done robbed your punk ass. If I was still in the game, girl, I spent a few months out there. What was I, 19 years old when I first got to LA? I saw a little dick. Not with you. I would never do that. You would have to give me $1,000. And you still wouldn't do nothing but suckling on my toes, girl. I couldn't do it. It's too sickening. Who can get a heart on the set? Who can get a heart on a big blabagoo? Right? So you got to pay more money. And you know you're picking up the quality you're picking up. If they're going to have sex with you, girl, it's got to be like crackheads, desperate people. Darius said, this is so enjoyable. They think of something else, child. And they think, I ain't going to be your Jay Wilson. You be whatever the fuck I tell you to be. If you run your mouth about me, nigga, I'm coming after you. Know that. I got no problem with it. I said, okay, here's content for the next 2 years. Don't want to give him up. The pork chops. Smothered in gravy. All that rice and carbohydrates, girl. Big old things of potato. How many orders do you? Okay, TYESSE, this is serious. Let's get serious. When you order your DoorDash every day, or one of them delivery services, how many orders do you order? I mean, do you order one meal like a normal person, right? Are you eating for 2 and 3, even though there's no one else there? Come on, man. It's time to give it up. I think you need to let it go. Let it go, baby. Let them pork chops go. Think about another meal. TKO. Did it? Oh. I think you need to let it go. All they're going to do is curb your appetite, man. You're scary. Anyway, people, thank y'all for coming in on today. I want you to recognize that TYESSE and those of his mindset are the money changers from the Bible. That's how they see religion. That's how they get in your pockets. Know that. Thanks for coming in. Later.